Hi everyone. Sorry, we're trying to do a live and add somebody in, and I'm trying to get Kelsey in here to be on the live with us, but this is our first time going live, so let me see here. It's not showing that I have. I'm not seeing your request either, Kels. Let me see if, and it's not letting me, it's not even showing your request. Let me double check here. I have it pulled up on my desktop too, but no, Kels, I'm not seeing your request either, and I am even hitting, it's not bringing you up as one of my viewers to add either. Nope, I'm not seeing you, Kels. Let me double check. Sorry, everybody. We just wanted to do a live together. We are both mascara beauty artists, and we figured since it's Memorial Day weekend, it'd be fun to do a live together and have everybody on here, but we are not able to get it to work. Let me try one more time. Yeah, Kels, it's showing everybody else who's watching but you, so I can't add you. Patricia, I see you're in here and I'm able to add you, but it's not letting me add Kels. It shows everybody else's name but hers. She did the request to join and it's not showing up in mine, and I have my request to join turned on. But even whenever I click my viewers, it's not showing her as a viewer. Yeah, I'm following her, Patricia. And I know that she's following me. Well, this stinks. Well, guys, I don't think we're going to be able to do the join, so we're just going to have to go live separately, I guess, tonight until we can get that figured out. I'm not sure why it won't work. I even tried it before we decided to do this. I tried it, tested it with my boyfriend's phone, because I was like, well, let me double check and make sure everything's gonna work, just because, so we weren't having these difficulties, and it worked with him, but it's not showing her as one of the viewers on my page. Let me see, Kels, if it's gonna bring up your request. Nope. And I don't even have anything like in my notifications, like a request through a message or anything, or my notifications. I have it pulled up on my desktop so I can still stay live and check everything. Nope, nothing on there. And it's showing that I have 2 people watching, but whenever I click on it, it's only showing Patricia. Well, while we're trying to get this figured out, I guess I could prime my face. I tried clicking on your profile picture down in the bottom too, Kels, to see if I could add you through it that way. Yeah, well, I'm going to look up a couple things when we get off our lives and see why that wouldn't be. Well, sorry everyone. But if you're just hopping on, our plan was to do a combined Memorial Day eye look, red, white, and blue. I'm a mascara beauty artist, and the girl who was going to be joining the live with me is also a mascara beauty artist, and she is one of the people that I started watching her lives and fell in love with the product. I didn't think it was a product that was going to work for me because of my skin type. I do have really oily skin. I am priming my face right now with Wet n Wild Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water. I love this stuff. I did get something new to try, but it's NYX Bear With Me. It's a prime, set, and refresh water. It's a multitasking spray. So this is a primer, it's a makeup setting, and it's also a refresher spray. But I want to wait till I run out of my other thing to try that one. But I hope everybody has a good Memorial Day weekend. We got some stuff to do, a little cookout this weekend. Maybe have a couple friends over, not really sure what all we had planned. I'm disappointed that didn't work. But anyways, like I said, we're going to be doing a red, white, and blue eye look today. I know I did go, normally have been going live at like 9:30 in the morning just because that seems to be the best time that works for me. But me and Kelsey wanted to do this, so I decided to just wait and do my live now. But if you are just hopping on, my name is Ashley, and this is Beauty by Ash. I'm a mascara beauty artist, and let's get started. I am going to start off with my e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. I use this setting water first, and then I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Putty Primer. I've heard highly, highly good things about this product. I have a couple of e.l.f.'s products, and I like them, but I had never tried this one. So I'm just going to lightly go in with my Buffy brush through Mascara Beauty and just spread this e.l.f. Putty Primer onto my face. In the beginning of the video, I did mention how I have oily skin. So this is a product that is going to help hold in that oil so that everything isn't moving around on my face. This is going to give me like a clean slate to work on. It's going to fill in those pores, and then that way when I am applying my makeup, it's almost like a primed canvas to work with. So I'm just going to use a little bit more, and I'm not picking up too much on the end of my brush there, just enough to go over my T-zone here, and then I'm going to bring that down my nose. And I am just applying this with my Buffy brush through Mascara Beauty. The wonderful thing about these brushes are that even if you if you're just somebody who is into makeup but you love trying different brushes, these brushes can be used with other makeup other than just Mascara Beauty. Just because they are a Mascara Beauty brand brush does not mean that they can't be used with another product. And all of our brushes are double-ended, so it's like two brushes in one. This one has a smaller tapered end, whereas the other end is more, it's wider, but it is still that tapered look to it. So it's very versatile in what you can use it for. It doesn't necessarily have to be used for just one designated thing. Like I just put my matte putty primer on my face with it. Now this is my first time using e.l.f. putty primer, and I can already say that I like the feel that I'm getting from it. Normally whenever I prime my face with, we've been using my Milani Prime Light primer, and I do like this product. The only thing that I don't like is that after I put it on, I can kind of feel my skin already being oily. The only thing I do like about this is it has like a shimmer to it, so it does give your face a nice shimmer on the underlay before you put your makeup on, but really, you don't see it after your makeup's on. So I really wanted to try this. I heard highly, highly recommended reviews on it, so I decided to try it. And I will give a finished review in my next live as to how well it holds up on my face and if I feel that it makes it any oilier than what it normally is. Now we are going in with a eye primer. Some people use, if you're somebody who doesn't have an eye primer, I've saw people use chapsticks on their eye. I personally don't like a chapstick just because it gives it more of an oily feel, and if you're wanting your eyeshadow to stay, especially when you're doing like a fun eye look, you're going to want something that holds it in place. So I'm just dabbing a little bit on my eyelids here, rubbing it in. I want to make sure it's rubbed in all around there. And I do just bring any excess right below my eye because we will be putting eyeshadow right underneath our eyes there. So my face is completely primed now. I am just going to go in with my damp beauty blender, tap everything. And when you tap with your beauty blender, you're just ensuring that everything is pushed into your face here. I have two different beauty blenders. I will show you my other one that I have. I think it's in here. Okay, I might have to go grab it. But I was gonna save it for a giveaway because I have 3 or 4 of these beauty blenders. I really like the material. So let me get that other one. Here's the other beauty blender. So there's this one. It's completely round with a tip at the top. This one is rounded, but then at the base it has a flatter edge. And I like that just to use for pushing in. But this beauty blender does the same exact thing if you were to tap it onto your face and all around. If you're just hopping on, give this a like, give this a share. On Monday, Monday, I will be doing a one of my first giveaways, and the more likes and the more shares that we can get on the videos means the more giveaways that we can do. I love giving back and giving away, so on Monday, my plan is to do our first giveaway. So just make sure you're liking and sharing these. Everybody wants some new free products, and especially with it being a holiday weekend. Like, who doesn't want something for free on a holiday weekend? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm all confused since our original live plan did not work. But I am drinking a Seagram's Italian Ice. If you are drinking anything, comment below. I'd love to know where some of you are from. It's the weekend. It's Friday. Everybody should be able to enjoy a little bit of something for themselves. So the eyeshadow primer I did use is by Wet n Wild as well. and it just comes in this tube. This little tube lasts me forever. I don't think I've had to buy one of these in like 6 months now, probably. It's been forever. I honestly don't even know if they still sell that brand. Okay, so we're going to go in with our red, white, and blue eye look for this weekend. I figured I'd hop on today and do a fun eye look for Memorial Day weekend, because then if somebody was like, I just want to change it up for this weekend, hop back on here and just follow what we're doing and you'll get that look. So I am a mascara beauty artist, and I do have a full face 410 compact palette, but my eyeshadows have not arrived yet. So with that being said, we are going to go in with our e.l.f. 18 Hit Wonder. I like the colors out of this palette. It has a couple different ones. You have your matte colors, you have your couple shimmery colors. It kind of gives you a good variety, but I am super excited for my mascara eyeshadows. They're very pigmented colors, and I like the thought of just being able to buy colors that you would normally wear, and then if you want to have those couple of fun ones, you can add the couple of fun ones. You're not buying this whole thing, which was probably, I think I paid $18 for this versus buying like 4 ones that I use all the time and then reusing them once. And not getting all these colors I won't ever use. But I really like the yellow in this palette. So maybe we'll do a fun eye look with a yellow over the weekend. Maybe on Monday, if it's nice outside. Yellow to brighten up this dreary, rainy day we're having. So to do this look, I'm going to go in with like a skin tone color first, just to have a nice basic layer on the bottom there. And the color I'm going to use out of this palette is called Peachy. It is this one right there. Let me see if I can get this to look. We are going to use Peachy. It's a skin tone color. So I am using my Moda Pro eyeshadow brushes. I have a few specific ones that I really like to use. I like this one. It has a tapered end. This one for picking up any glittery parts that I want to use. And then this is the big fluffy end for really blending and getting them colors on there. So I am wearing a blue and white shirt. I figured it would help bring out the color in my eyes. So we're going to go in with this Peachy. And just a couple dabs, and always make sure you're tapping off your brush so you don't have that excess fallout around your eyes. So I will show you that we're just going to go in with this right across, just giving us a nice evened tone area to work with. Now, with that being said, we are doing a red, white, and blue look. And for my white, I have a pretty silvery whitish color that I am so excited to use. So just picking up a little on the end of our brush here. And in my earlier video this week, I talked about how I learned a good way to, when you're blending out your eyeshadow, a girl a long time ago had taught me that when you're doing in here, you're going to want to use windshield wiper motions, and then as you work your way out to the corner of your eye, you're going to go in circular motions. Circular motions until you get here, windshield wiper. And that just really makes sure that that color is blended out. It's not packed on in any areas. And you can see how that just gives me an even color on my eyes, so I don't have any discoloration anywhere. Now we're going to go in with, let's see, we could use heat or electric. Which color should we use first? We're going to go in with electric. It's this pretty vibrant blue color. Right here in the palette, and this is Heat. It is a red shimmery color. So we're going to go in with electric first. I am going to pick it up on the fluffier end of my brush here using circular motions, just because I don't want to pick up too much of this color. For any of you who are watching and you know me, I am not a vibrant eye color girl. I'm plain Jane. I stick to my neutral fall colors and some pink summery colors. So you can tell that just by a couple dabs, I have picked up a lot of blue. A little bit goes a long way, so always remember that. I'm going to dab this right here. Okay, so see, sometimes it just looks bad when it's on the brush. So you can see that I just kept that on the corner of my eye there. And I'm just going to keep dabbing. And with this eye primer, you can see how it's going on smoothly. It's not laying in my crease, so when I close my eye and open my eye, you can see that color that I used before. That's the wonderful thing about an eye primer. So I am going to use my small mirror here just so I can get this put on. And then I'm going to show you how we will blend it. Whenever I am doing my makeup, I always make sure to have an old t-shirt, an old towel, somewhere close by so that whenever I need to clean off my brush, I'm able to do so right here. I like to keep my brushes as clean as I can, just so then that way they're not, I go to use them one day and I'm like, oh my god, I should have cleaned these months ago. So I always just try to keep my brushes as clean as possible. So I always keep something right next to me. So we are going in with a circular motion here on the outside. This is a fluffier brush, so it makes it easier to do so. And then we are taking it when we get to the middle here and we're creating a windshield wiper effect. So see how that's bringing that right into my crease. It's not laying any of it in this lower part of my eye, which is going to be perfect for when we go in with our red color. So just taking that on the eyelid there. So even though I am not one to normally step out of my comfort zone, I'm not really minding this blue. Would it be an everyday wear? Probably not for me, because I don't wear a lot of blues. Okay, so we're going to take this over here, and we're just going to dab. This is going to lay that eyeshadow right on the eye there, so then when we are ready to blend, all we have to do is use them circular motions again in the windshield wiper closer to the corner. So see, we have that there. We're going to go in with the circular. And this is also going to help too, if you have hooded eyes like I do, sometimes you don't get the look you're wanting because of your hooded eyelids. So if you just take that product right, mine is right on my brow bone. So if you take it right up to that brow bone and then bring it right down and around, it's not going to make it look over dramatized either. So I am actually not hating this blue color. Okay. And anything that, if you accidentally swipe on the corner of your eye there, can easily be wiped up. So now we're going to go in with our heat color, and I'm going to put this right in here on each eye where you can see that we still have our base color at, and I'm going to blend that out in with the blue. I am picking up heat. It is a red. Tapping my brush. You can see that I've picked it up on there. I'm going to tap again. And let me see how well this is going to... Oh, wow. I actually really like that color. So see, we just brought that right in where our other product was not at. And then I'm going to go in on the other eye now and do the same exact thing. So we're just going to go, oh goodness gracious, we don't want it the whole way up there. And if that ever happens, you can just take your base color that you started with just to color that. Nothing, it's not major. So, going in with the red color. Windshield wiper motions. I am going to pick up just a little bit more here. Okay. So now we have it evenly on both eyelids. I have wiped my brush off just because I want it to be clean of both colors for the most part so that I can now blend. So now we're going to go back in with this circular motion. And we are just going to blend right in the center there. And then we're going to come over to this side and we are going to do the same thing. Blending circular motions to blend that right in the center. Windshield wiper in the corner. And we now have that blended nicely in the middle there. So we're going to go back in with a little bit more of the heat color that we used. And we are going to take that right just to really highlight this blue color. And then we're going to use them same circular motions up top. And that is really just going to brighten the top of that blue with the color that we used in the center. The heat red. So we're just taking this up and around that blue, and then we're going to use them same circular motions that we used in the middle of our eye there to blend this out and up, right up top here. And that is really just going to highlight that blue color. The blue color we used was electric. The red color we are using is heat. And this is a red, white, and blue Memorial Day look. Something subtle, something pretty, especially if you have plans to go somewhere this weekend. If you have any plans, comment them below. I would love to hear what everybody is doing. So now that we have our red and blue on, this is not a finished look yet at all. I am going to go back in with the peach color that we used at the beginning, which is more of a flush skin tone, and I am just going to reline around my eyes. For everybody that's hopping on, please give this a like, give this a share. We are getting to the point of doing a giveaway here soon. So if you're liking some of the products I'm using, you never know what you're going to get. Okay, now I am going to take out of my secondary e.l.f. palette a shimmery white color. I am going to use this color right up top. It's going to make the two colors we just applied to our eyes stand out. So, I'm taking my tapered ended brush and dabbing it down in. Taking my tapered end brush and just dabbing it in that color. So, now I'm going to take this up here, and you can see that is just really going to give right in there a shimmery look. And we will not forget to do the underneath of our eye. We are going to bring the two colors that we use down and around. For me, this look kind of reminds me of like a red and a blue smoky eye almost. I'm kind of liking it. We have a little picnic, just a few friends and I, planned for this weekend. So I think this will be my go-to eye look. So I just want to pick this up, show you guys up here in the light. You can see the subtle blue on the edges, and we have that red on the inside. It's really making the eyes pop. Kind of reminds me of like butterfly wings. Okay. I cannot await the arrival of my ring light. I don't think I could say that enough, because not saying that the lighting in here is like absolutely horrid, but with that also being said, I need better lighting. I had a girl come over yesterday, which I did share her post, but I don't believe it would share onto my beauty page. Her name was Jerica, and she came over to, we were just hanging out during the day, and she was like, why don't you do my makeup? I was like, okay, we're really close skin tone, so I wasn't really worried about my colors not matching up with her. But in the same sense, you just really never know. But we used my full Four Face Tin palette on her, and it looked amazing. At first, she was like, oh, in your room, I thought that it wasn't gonna, like, it was gonna be too light on my skin. She's like, but being in the natural light, I can see that it matches up pretty well. I was like, natural light is a savior for all things. So now I'm back in my bigger e.l.f. palette here, using, it is called Vibrant. This is a silvery shimmery color, and I'm just going to apply that right on my eyelid here, just to give it a little bit of shimmer. So any silvery color will do for this. And see, I just took it in there. And then what I'm going to do, since I did take it in with my smaller end, I'm just going to take my bigger end now and blend it out. Not leaving any harsh lines. And we're just wiping to blend. And look at that. We have our red in the corner, we have a silver glittery white color, and then we have this beautiful blue color that is now mixed in with some of that glitter, so it's really giving it a pretty shine. And just like I said, take this bigger brush and blend it out. If you want to pick up some more of your red color, just to make sure it's vibrant in there. Okay, look at that. I'm loving it with the glitter. I think the glitter was a good add. I did a quick run on this morning. I saw this picture online. It wasn't exactly like this, but I had this palette and I was like, you know what? I've not really used any of my colors out of it, and we're going to use it today. They're colors that are out of my comfort zone, and everybody just sometimes you just gotta step out of your comfort zone some days. Who wants to live doing the same stuff we do every day, especially with being in the house all the time now. My dog has never drove me as crazy as it does now. But we are constantly going on walks, so that is one good thing, is that I have definitely got in a decent amount of walking, which is one of my favorite things to do. So I was just brightening up that red color we have in there after I applied my glitter. So as you can see, we have that pretty red, white, and blue right across there. We have that silvery gold in the middle. Okay, so now that that is all done, we are going to go in and I'm going to use this tapered end one more time. Let's see, right in the corner here, with this vibrant silvery color. That's just going to brighten the corner of our eyes up, really make the colors pop. Now I'm going to go back in. I use the smaller end on this brush to get my glitter applied, but now we're going to go in with the red color in this thinner ended brush. It's more of a flatter end brush. And I am going to take this color right below my eye. This is going to really help the whole look come together. I never used to use, whenever I would do my eye looks, it was my eye look and that was it on the upper eyelid. I was introduced to a whole new world when I also started using it on the bottom, because it truly does make your look really come together. And then we're going to go in with just a little bit of this blue, but before we do that, I make the weirdest faces. And we're just blending that out. See how it really brings that whole look together when you have it on the top and the bottom? Now I'm going to go in with that same flat edge into my blue, and I'm also going to dab a little bit into my silvery glitter. And look at that, that really is what the look needed. Okay, so not going to touch any more of that. Only thing I'm going to do is just blend. Pulling down and blending so I'm not poking myself in the eye, because that's the last thing I need to do after I just got it all done. So let me put these two things away because we are done with those. If I need to touch up anything, I will most certainly touch it up here at the end. So now the next thing is lashes. Even when I haven't been going live, I've been practicing my lashes. I feel like it's something that's going to be a working process for a little bit. That's okay though. It's something that I've never really done before. So I'm willing to keep trying and get better at it. So before I did go live, I did cut down my lashes, because one of the things that I did notice is that when I did my lashes on my live on, when was that? Wednesday, I believe it was that we went live, I noticed that they were just a little bit too long for my eye, because I had them they were coming down into the corner of my eye, and it was kind of irritating me by the end of the day. So I just, since I am a beginner with lashes, I did just go to Walmart and get a set of 4 eyelashes. They're nothing too spectacular. And I did go today and got another pair. I will show you here. They are the same company. They're by Kiss, and it looks so natural. These are a Shy lash. So let me hold up these ones and I can show you. These are called Little Black Dress lashes. Oops. Okay, let's make this easy, Ashley. Let's not make it hard, make it easy. So, there you can see these are more of a fuller lash. These are just more of a petite lash. They were excellent for me to start out with. I would just like something a little bit fuller to try, so we're going to go for those ones. So we're going to start with our left eye here. I have my white lash glue that dries clear. So this is amazing if you don't want it to be noticeable when you have lashes on. Like, not when you have lashes on. Everybody wants it to be noticeable when they have lashes on, but so that it doesn't make it noticeable that you have them attached by glue. So there's two ways you can apply your glue. In my earlier video this week, I attached my lashes by using this as an eyeliner, but since we are doing a funner look on my eyes today, we're kind of stepping out of our comfort zone, using a couple eyeshadow brushes that I wasn't using in my other videos. We're going to go in with putting it on the lash. I just applied it right around the rim there. Right on the rim, you can see it. And then I'm going to wait a few seconds because you do not want to try to put your lashes on when the glue is still wet. You're going to want to put them on when the glue is tacky. That is going to ensure that they will stick the best. So we're going to pull this right here. Once I get it set on my eyelid, I will come up and show you where we are at with it. So you can see that I just have it laying on there. I'm using my tweezers now and pushing it back onto my eye. Yesterday I did these in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes would actually be a really long time to spend perfecting your lashes. But I can say that I have done that. But yesterday I put these bad boys on. I woke up late and we had to be somewhere in the morning. Even though I still missed my dog's vet appointment. I have never missed one of my dog's appointments since we got her. For anybody who doesn't know, we have a Pit Bull Lab puppy. Her name's Harlow. She turned 5 months on Tuesday, the 19th, I'm believing, if I'm thinking correctly, that Tuesday was the 19th. So we have our first eyelash applied. So I'm getting quicker with putting them on. So I can definitely say if you're somebody who normally doesn't use eyelashes, practice, practice, practice. Because I've been applying them every single day, even whether I've been on live or I have not been on live, and it has made it so much easier. And I really like the look that it gives your eyeshadow after you have them on. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the right side. Same thing, I'm going to pick up my lash. I like to pick my lashes up. I have a pair of pointy-ended tweezers. I like to pick them up with this, just because I don't like to bend the edges of the lash. So with the same thing, same technique with this lash, we're just going to use our lash glue here. It comes out white and it dries on clear, so you cannot see any excess glue sitting on your eye. And I just take my glue and I wipe it right around the edge of the lash. Now, everybody knows that one thing always goes on easier than another. So most days that one of my eyelashes have one on perfectly, I struggle with the other one. So let's hope that that's not the case for today, but the first one did go on pretty easily. I will blow on it a little bit just to kind of speed up the drying time, especially if I'm running late in the morning. So I'm just going to set this on my lid. I'm not going to press down on it. I just want to set it there so then I can then place it where it needs to go. I do use my tweezers a lot in doing this. Okay, so I have it set on the back where I want it, and now I'm just gonna see, I told you one one was gonna be harder than the other. Ah, look at that. Okay, Now this corner is just not going to stay down for me, and this is what happened. The other day. Oh my gosh. And for the life of me, I could not get it to stick on. I actually had ended up using my tweezers to try to hold it on there. And in doing that, my tweezers were stuck on my eyelash, or my eyelid. So please be careful when you're doing this. Try not to poke yourself in the eyeball. Okay, so these are both eyelashes on. I believe my corner is sticking now. Did I just mess it up because I had to go and touch it? So now that we have both of our eyelashes on, we are going to go in and do our eyebrows. And one way to test to make sure your eyelashes are secured on is just give them a little tug. If you have lifting anywhere, you know that they're not fully placed down, and you can easily see that by looking in at them, and you can see where they're sticking up. So I'm just going around lightly touching them. You don't want to touch them too much, especially when you first put them on, because the glue is still drying underneath. So now we are done with our lashes, and that was just a simple lash kit from Walmart. Clear or white lash glue that dries clear. So you can see that the eyelashes also do give your eyeshadow a finished look at the end too. And now we're going to go into our eyebrows, so that I like to go eyes, eyebrows, and then my face. That way I can clean anything up with my foundation. So I use a smaller Mata brow liner brush. So Becky, for my eyelashes, I normally always have to cut them. The first day that I tried these eyelashes, these ones, I didn't even think to cut them, and then by the end of the night, I ended up, they were lifted in the corner, and it was stabbing my eye, and it hurt so bad, and we were out and about, so I didn't have my lash glue with me to fix them. But then the next day, before I applied my lash glue, I just took them out and laid it on my eye, and could see that it was hanging over this side more. And when you cut the lash, you'll always want to cut it from the inner corner. That way you're not cutting off the end. I feel that it works better that way, and I just always take off a little bit. I just kind of use a guesstimate as like the corner here, and I just cut that off before I apply them. I did that before the video today, just because I'm still kind of perfecting the cutting. But once you just need a little bit cut off normally, especially if you have a smaller eyelid for it to fit on. And I got these ones, and I can already tell that I'm definitely going to need to cut them in the corner there. Because especially when they're in the pack and you can see that it's going the whole way down, it irritates my eye to have it the whole way into the corner. So I prefer cutting them. So now I am going to be working out of my Mascara Beauty Full Face 410 Compact. I have my contour highlight, my lip and cheek, and my illuminator. And the best thing about this makeup is how versatile it is. Like I said, I do not have a specific eyebrow tin in my palette. I am using my contour color for my eyebrows. And when doing this, I'm just putting a couple dabs. And that picks up more than enough on each side for me to do so. And then I'm going to go in here and just line my brow. I'm going to turn to the corner so you're still able to see. And I'm just going to line this. So, I used a powder on my eyebrows yesterday after I finished filling my eyebrows in, which is something I've also never really done. And I really liked the darker, fuller look. that it gave me. So, and like I've said before, I am not a big eyebrow person. So I do not mess with my eyebrows too often. I just lightly outline them, and then I will show you my little trick for my color to darken them. And it really, truly does give them a fuller look. Even my boyfriend, after I had finished my look for the day. And just so everybody does know, I am working on some pre-recorded videos, so my plan is that the days that I'm not able to go live, especially with me being in schooling, I'm still working right now, transitioning into another job, so I'm kind of all over the place, very, very busy. But my plan is to try to go live at least 3 days a week, whether that be at 9:30 in the morning, because that's normally the time that I'm doing my makeup, but if I can't go live in the morning, I will let you guys know that morning or the night before. I will try to do it the night before, and I will go live that evening if I'm not able to go live in the morning. And the days that I don't go live, there will be a pre-recorded video, whether that be on an eye look that I was doing that day, whether that be a get ready with me, or a skincare routine. I'm just going to be as active as I can with you guys as you are with me. So if you're just hopping on, don't forget to give this a like, give this a share. I will be doing a giveaway on Monday. So the more likes and shares we can get today means that it'll be a better giveaway. I don't want to say it that way. It will be a more successful giveaway on Monday. On Monday, we're going to have to reach 5 shares for that giveaway to happen. But I want to gift you guys something because you have supported me so much in the beginning. So now I'm just going in with a darker brown color, and I'm just going to lightly take this over my eyebrows. I have matched this color in one of my eyeshadow palettes, and it matches so nicely with my hair color and my eyebrow color. Do you see with just putting that on, I didn't put an excess amount, but I've definitely defined and darkened my eyebrow. So with just a simple color that matches really well with your brow, like my contour color works perfectly to line and fill in any of those areas that I am missing. I naturally have a cut in my eyebrow, not a cut, but I'm missing hair in my eyebrow. I know that that was like a trend to do the slit in the eyebrow. I naturally have one. Since I was a baby, there is a missing hair right down a line in my eyebrow. So I have to fill that in and make it look like I have hair and then go over top of it to really darken it in. So I have more of that brown color on the flat end of my eyeshadow brush. These are Mata Pro brushes. I cannot wait to get my mascara beauty brushes. I am still waiting on my artist box, but I still plan to do a live when I get that because I will be getting 2 more brushes with my artist packed, and then I placed another order for some more goodies for myself, but the goodies will be shared with you, so it makes it all the better. But I got some eyeshadow brushes, and I just love it because even though I might not have my mascara eyeshadows, as soon as I get my eyeshadow brushes, I could still use those brushes with my e.l.f. palettes. Just because they're mascara doesn't mean that they can't be used with another brand product. Even the Buffy brush that I use for my full face, which we're going to get into now, can be used with other products. It doesn't have to be used with a mascara cream-based product. It can be used with a liquid foundation, a powder. I used it for my e.l.f. primer at the beginning of this video. I use the e.l.f. Putty Primer to make sure that you can't see the pores in my face and everything is like a clean slate to work on. And I used my mascara Buffy brush to do that. So these brushes are very versatile if you're somebody who has an obsession with makeup brushes like I do. I have 50 million of them, but now that I've got these ones and they're double-ended, I ex-nayed all my other ones and gave them to somebody else who was just starting out with makeup and just needed something to start with. Because I will most certainly only use mascara brushes from here on out because they're so versatile. So to start, I'm going to go in with my contour. But before I do that, yesterday I went around and I'm just going to clean up my brows. So, I said that wrong. We're going to go in with our contour and then we'll clean up our brow before we do our all over highlight. So for my contour, I like to use the smaller tapered end of my Buffy brush. They both are tapered ends, but this one is just wider. So we're going to go in with the smaller end of the Buffy brush here. Now, I also did want to show, because I had a question earlier on, how long do the tins last? These tins can last you very, very long. I was going through a bottle of foundation that was probably close to this size, so about the length of my finger. And I was going through that about every 3 to 4 months, and this stuff will last you 6 to 9 months, if not longer. And the great thing about this is if it starts to get messy in your tin, all you have to do is you can actually heat them back up and smoothen them back out. So even if it looks like you're getting low in the center of your tin, in the center here, you could easily heat this tin up and make it smooth again, and you'll have so much more product. It's a beeswax based product, so once it is heated, you're able to do what you would like with it. And with that being said, with it being a beeswax product foundation, once it hits your skin, it is automatically heating up, and which makes it easier and gives you more of a coverage with using less of the product. I always have the question, how do you only use so little and cover so much of your face? Prime example, my contour, I did one swipe in my tin, and it has covered all around here. I'm going to pick up a little bit of excess to do right around here. Now, I did say I would give another review of the e.l.f. Putty Primer on my Monday video, but I noticed in my video, if you guys can see it too, I have like a glistening shine, so I just touched it to see if it was oil, because like I said, I have very oily skin, and it's not. It is just shimmery, and it is so smooth. So I think I might actually like this stuff. Might be a keeper. Might be a keeper. So I just did a one swipe down here. I've picked up more than enough product on my brush, and I have already taken it down the side of my face, so I'm just going to do dot, 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 dot. My plan for Monday is to do a new way to apply this product. We have been doing a full coverage look every single one of my videos, but there's actually something called the cheetah hack. And you may or may not look like a cheetah by the end of it, but once it's all blended, it looks like the look we'll have at the end of this live. So you can see I took that right below my cheekbones. That's going to give us definition and highlight in those areas that we need it. And then I am just taking this right below my chin, right around. Same on the other side. Now, if you did notice, I didn't pick up more product. I'm using what I have on my brush. And I'm just going to take the bigger end now and blend that down my neck. That is going to give us a shadowy look under our chin. I'm really liking this eyeshadow. The blue is so pretty. And I do normally sometimes use red colors. So I just want to show that even though this is the contour color, it is not making me orange under my chin here. It is just going to give me that highlight and definition and shadowing that I need on my chin. So we have one in with our contour right around our hairline here, and we've taken it right below our cheekbone. So like I said, always keep an old towel or rag around so that you're able to wipe them off in between. So now we're going to go in with our highlight. I like to start out my highlight with the smaller end, especially when I'm going around to clean up my brows. So I want to show you that I'm not picking up a lot of product. I'm just going to do a swipe into here. And I want to show you how much that picked up. See? You do not need nearly as much as you do of another product. And I do have imperfections on my face. I have two on, I have one on each side of my nose. I didn't even notice that. And then I have one on my cheek here, and I have one on my forehead. I always have imperfections on my face. I am so excited to try the mascaras skincare line. I have heard so many great reviews. I've watched so many great testimonials, read so many great testimonials on the product, and everybody has just talked so highly that I know I'm missing out, and your girl needs a good skincare routine. So like I said, I do like to go in with this smaller ended side of the brush, especially when I'm going around to clean up my eyebrows. So I will show you here. I'm just taking this right above and following the shape of my brow, my natural brow, not creating a different look out of it, just shaping it up. Okay. So now I am going to bring this down here, and I'm going to bring it right over here too, so I can work with it on both sides, because I did do 2 dabs instead of 1, and you can see that just by doing, instead of doing my normal 1 swipe on it, I had picked up more than I needed. So I easily just spread that around my face, and we are just cleaning up that contour line with our highlight color. I'm gonna bring that right over my nose. Now, I will show you in this video, because I've had so many people ask about cakiness. Well, this is a cream-based product. Isn't it going to, like, make my face look caked up, especially under the eye area, where you have those defining creases? And I can say it will not, as long as you are... It's going to apply how you apply it. So if you're caking it on underneath there, yes, but with a swift swipe, so you can see that I did not take it under my eyes yet. I will show you what we're going to do as soon as I have my, so I'm just doing one more swipe, and I'm going to bring this over my chin, my lips, and I will have more than enough to take it back along my chin, or back below my cheekbone, and really defining that line for our contour. Define that line. So see, I'm just taking it right down there. Perfect, perfect. Now, one thing we've been doing in all of our videos is we've been blending it out with our Buffy brush, but I am going to show you that even though these brushes are amazing and they can be used with any products, not necessarily Mascara Beauty, you don't necessarily need one of these. I'm going to blend it out with my Beauty Blender. This is something new. We haven't done this yet on any of my lives. We've blended it with the Buffy brush, but I'm going to show you how you can blend it with a damp Beauty Blender Perfector sponge. So I always dampen my brush with my primer water. You never want to go in with a dry perfection sponge. If you go in with the dry, you'll know it's not going to give you the look that you're really looking to get. So all that I am doing is just dabbing this. Dab, 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 dab. Dab, 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 dab. Dabbing. Just dabbing. I am not blending in any sort. Well, I am blending, but I am not forcibly blending these two colors together. Lightly tapping, and look at that on my forehead. I had 2 definitive lines that you could clearly see, and they are both blended. Just like that. Now, like I said, I do really love this Beauty Blender because of the smaller edge. Now that I have my forehead blended out here, I just really wanted to emphasize and show you how you don't need the Buffy brush to do that, and you can easily do it with one of these. But now what I'm going to go in and do is my blush before we blend the rest of it out. Or should I show you that you got, yeah, we'll do it that way. So I'm going to take the smaller end of my Buffy brush here. Remember, if you're hopping on, give this a like, give this a share. We want to start doing them giveaways. I want to give back to all the people who have supported me with the start of this. So I am just going to take a couple taps of this. This is the blush color nude, or not blush, lip and cheek color, but it is, I'm using it for my blush. And the amazing thing, like I have said, the brushes are not the only thing that is versatile. This lip and cheek is not only for your lips. It is also for, well, it is for your lips, but it's not only for your cheeks, it's for your lips too. My mind is everywhere. So we're going to take another drink to that. I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender here. It is still damp. I just dampen it with my 3-in-1 Rose Coconut Primer. I got the Rose Primer today. That's what that NYX is. So that's why I am like super duper stoked to try it. I've been using the coconut one for a while now. Which I never knew about priming your face. If you're somebody who's like, oh my gosh, I could never use this product because I am not one to do a lot of makeup, I hear you, sister. So, like I said, I left the underneath of my eye to show you how it does not get cakey. So I just went around on this side patting. Watch when I do it on this side. Just patting. I am not taking it directly under my eye. I am just patting around my eye here. Just patting around my eye. And look. I do not have an overlay of cakiness under my eyes. Now with that being said, I am going to go in and tap out the rest. We have tapped out and blended this side of the face, so we're going to finish this side of the face. So then I can pick it up and show you and give you almost like a half and half look of when it's blended out and when it is non-blended. And like I said, all that I did was easily take that right under my eye. I did not use a swiping motion. I didn't do anything in particular. Just slightly push, dab, push, dab, push, dab. And I have that coverage under there that I need. So like I said, I do want to pick this up and show you that I did not use a brush to achieve the blend. You can see the highlight from my contour. And over here you can see what was on that side that we just blended with a perfecting sponge or a beauty blender. So now, since I have used it so much, you may have to dampen it every once in a while. So, and I'm just making sure that that has soaked up into there, and we're going to come back over to this side. And we're going to go under our eye. We did it once already, just making sure that everything is blended underneath there. Coming down and around. And you just can dab anywhere. You don't have to dab in a specific place for a specific amount of time. You are just dabbing. It's picking up that excess makeup that is laying on your face while pushing in the makeup that needs to stay and giving you an even look across your face. So it does not look cakey anywhere. You're not having harsh lines from anything. You're getting a pretty glow everywhere. I cannot give this enough praise. The brushes are fantastic for applying, especially when you're somebody starting out. If you're somebody who needs full coverage, a Buffy brush is the way to go. But I easily achieved a full coverage look with this. I do want to say I like this coverage that I achieved today because it is not a heavyweight coverage. It is a light coverage. So if you're somebody who has oily skin and you don't want to feel like you have makeup weighing your face down all day long, this is a perfect product because it is a lightweight coverage, it is a full coverage, and it's in one compact. You're not having 50 million things to work with. So now that we have our contour, our blush, and our highlight on, we are going to go in and do our nose now. We are going to contour our nose. Seems scary, it is not scary at all. You're going to go in with the contour color that you used around your face here. You're going to pick a little bit up on your finger. A couple swipes is more than enough. Okay. And you're just going to line each side of your nose. You're going to want the lines to be pretty similar, but you're going to want them to also be close. I'm then going to go, after I have wiped my finger off, which is why you always want to have a towel next to you, I'm going to go back in with my highlight color, and I'm going to take that right down the center of what I just contoured, and that's really going to give my nose that definition. And I'm just using my perfecting sponge today. I'm not going in with my brush. I just wanted to show everybody how you don't need the brush necessarily to achieve the look that we're achieving, but the brushes are nice, and it is not like they cannot be used with other products. Mascara Beauty is so versatile. They want everybody to be able to enjoy it. I want everybody to be able to enjoy it. So we now have a contoured nose with no harsh lines. Happy as can be. Now we're going to go in with the end of our Beauty Blender Perfecting Sponge, whichever you prefer to call. And I'm going to go into my illuminator. That is the illuminator color, Pearl. And I am going to line any colors that any areas that I just want to have that extra shimmer. So you're going to take this right above where your blush would go. And do you see that shimmeriness that it's giving me? Just a couple pats and you can see it already. I love this color, Illuminator. And I am going to take it up onto my forehead. I'm going to bring it down onto my nose. Onto my top lip. And right onto my chin here. And then I will go in with the flat end of my Beauty Blender and just do a couple taps, making sure it's pushed into my skin. And the glow you get from this is just phenomenal. It is a perfect glow that everybody loves to have. So we are just getting close to finishing up the look here. So we used our e.l.f. palettes to achieve our red, white, and blue eye look today. We used our Mascara Beauty Full Face 410 Quad Compact. This has a full face of makeup in it. This is what I use to achieve a whole face look without having 6 different products to use. And it's not all layery and caked up on my face. It is in one swift motion. I use my Beauty Blender to blend it all out. We did use our Buffy brush to apply the contour and our blush, our lip and cheek, but that doesn't mean that you always have to have a Mascara Beauty brush. You can have anything and still use these brushes with that product. But the Mascara Beauty brushes are double-ended. So instead of having, so for my eyeshadow, I used these two and I used this one for my eyebrows. Instead of having 3 brushes, I could get one brush that has these two things on it. That would eliminate those two brushes altogether. This brush that I used, you can get on mascara, which is still double-ended. It has your eyebrow liner brush. And instead of having just one, you have two. Because for me, I have to have two brushes. This is like a mascara wand, and this is your lining brush. So this is what you'd brush your brows out with, and this is what you would line them with. I have to have two brushes for that. Mascara Beauty, double-ended, one brush. So really I would just have two to do my eyes. And I have one to do my face. There's 3 brushes instead of having 14 brushes. So the Mascara Beauty brushes are phenomenal. They're amazing products, and they are well made. They hold up. I have not even had any little hairs fall out of this. It is an amazing, amazing brush. So we are going to go in. I do like to use some setting powder on my face. And this is just going to be applied where I would normally get oily. So if you're somebody who does get oily, I recommend this for you. I normally use another setting powder. I think it's called, starts with an A. And it's in a green container, and I cannot think of it for the life of me. I left it somewhere. I haven't had it for a little bit, so I've been using this. This is a Photogenic Wet n Wild setting powder. I like it, not my favorite, but it's doable and it works. Oh, cheers everyone. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Be safe. So we're just going to take this anywhere I would normally get oily, and like I was saying, I did just order more of my old normal setting powder, so we will be getting back to using that. And like I said, we will be doing giveaways, so make sure you're liking and sharing this video. If you are catching the replay because you were not available to watch when I went live, do not feel bad. Just comment a hashtag replay in the comments. Still give this video a share. Still give it a like. I will see that. I will appreciate it. I love to see when people come back and watch replays. And especially with it being Memorial Day weekend, feel free to come back and watch how we got this eye look. We did a red, white, and blue eye look today. I wanted to be festive. I am making sure to take this in around my nose. One of the places I get the most oil in. So now that I have that done with, we are going to go in and do our mascara. Now, I had said earlier, hang on one second, this week, that I had said that I had got a mascara, but it was the wrong one. And I don't know where I put it, so we might not be using it. I found it. My dog, like I said, we have a puppy and she's 5 months old, does not like when I'm in here without her. So after I'm done with my lives and I open the door and pull the gate up so that she can come in here while I'm finishing anything up, she attacks all my stuff. She says, "You locked me out, so I'm going to give you payback." She literally eats everything in here. I also do paint pour, so I have like my cups and stuff sitting on the ground. They're just to hold the canvases up, so she like really can't do anything with them, but she takes them everywhere. And then there's like little paint chips all over our house. I did just get her a cute tank top for this summer, and I can say that she likes it. My dog does not mind wearing clothes. Now, she's getting a little bit too big for all the cute stuff that they have. So, I just did it. I learned a trick with eyeshadow because if you're like me, you're always getting it everywhere, right? So number one is making sure it's dry before you blink your eyes, because like I just did, I did a hard blink and got it on the underneath of my eye. But when you're doing the bottom, look up into your mirror. So I have my mirror here. I'm just sitting up more so that you guys can technically see how I'm applying it and where I'm applying it. But I'm holding my mirror up like this, and I'm going to look up into the mirror. And does anybody else hold their mouth open? If you hold your mouth open, make sure you give this a like, because I need to know I'm not the only one that does that. And I'm just lightly brushing it on to my bottom lashes. Now this is a brown color, and like I said, I did buy this by mistake. I normally don't buy myself brown mascara. Not eyeliner either. I don't wear eyeliner. My eyeliner wearing days was in high school, whenever I would cake it on like the whole way up to here. But, so I just did that to fill in those bottom lashes. Now I am going to go in with a black L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. My brown one was a Maybelline Total Temptation. So we have those two mascaras that we are using. But I'm going to go in with this to really darken my lashes up top, and to blend my falsies with my real lashes. I don't really know how I ever went without wearing eyelashes this whole time in my life. But then again, whenever I was younger, I wasn't like, I need to wear makeup to go to here, or I need to have this on to go to there. I just kind of did like eyeshadow, a quick foundation, and some mascara. And I was even eyeshadow was like pushing it. I would put like a sparkly pink on my eyes. So if you're like me and you never really like dabbled into makeup, just because that's the case, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't be able to use our products. That just really fills in the eyelashes. And we would just simply, if you're somebody just starting out, simple taps is a perfect way to go. If I'm doing somebody else's mascara, I just say blink, and then I move it up. Blink, and then I move it up. That way I'm not overdoing it for them or getting it everywhere on their eye either. So I'm just going to take this again, patting, making sure I didn't get anything underneath my eyes. Now we are going to go in with our setting spray, which is what you apply to really hold all your product on. This is a Milani Make It Last Matte Finish Spray, and it has up to a 16-hour hold. Just 1, 2, 3, and that's going to hold everything on there, so you don't have any makeup moving around. We're going to go over here to the natural light so I can show you what our finish looks like. Sorry about the bells in the background. So this is our finished look for today. We did a red, white, and blue eyeshadow. We have the shimmery, they are blended together, and we applied our lashes. I'm really liking the tapping technique with our beauty blender. So that just goes to show you don't need the Buffy brush, but our brushes can be used with other product as well. You don't have to use mascara products to use the brushes with. These can be used with other foundations, other powders, other primers, not just mascara beauty. Hi cows, I'm so mad our lives did not work together. I was all flustered the whole way through this video. I could not even think about what I was supposed to be doing. Yours is more dramatic. I was so nervous. I just took it really late. I've never used these colors, but I really liked the blended look it got. Like I said, this is our finished look. Everything is blended together. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. One last cheers before we get off this live. Go enjoy that time with your family. Take that time for you. I love you guys.